Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a bonus Samhain reading for the collective for all signs. So this is a bonus for October 31st, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of background information for those of you who may not be familiar. But Samhain is a time when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world, or the other side, is the absolute thinnest. And this allows for easier and more spirit communication and visitations on both sides of the veil. Samhain is closely connected to Halloween and All Hallows Eve, the Witches'New Year. Dark goddesses and underworld deities rule during this time, often leading wandering spirits into the afterlife. In particular, Hecate, the Greek goddess of necromancy and witchcraft, she also guards the gates of the underworld. She was said to carry this light for Demeter, who went down looking for her daughter Persephone when she was stolen by Hades into the underworld. Okay, and she guards the gates of the underworld. Hecate is the Greek goddess of witchcraft, ghosts, and necromancy, and her barking hounds are said to roam the streets and graveyard, and one of her hounds is very famous. Cerberus is the three-headed dog. Okay, so it's important to keep an image of Hecate nearby or near your doorways during this time. So having an image of Hecate by the front or back entrance or in a nearby doorway is said to warn roaming spirits not to bother the occupants of the people who reside inside. Samhain is a time to honor the deceased and our ancestors and look ahead to what may come in the next 12 months, divination and spirit communication. So I am going to be doing a 6-card spread for you guys using the Spellcaster's Tarot. And it's just a simple spread for honoring the magic and the lore of this time of year of Samhain. The first card I'm going to pull is for banishment, so what you need to banish from your life. The second card is going to talk about something that needs to change in your life. The third card is a message from your ancestors, representing seance. The fourth card is your magical power and how to enhance your spirituality. Your fifth card is your love spell card, a forecast for your love life in the following year. And the sixth card is scrying. Scrying is known as like divination, looking into a crystal ball, a look ahead to the best events in the coming year. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading. As I'm shuffling and as I'm doing the reading, I'm going to ask that you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment and share at the end of the video if this resonates with you or if you just want to express yourself. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Samhain, Halloween, or just an extra, exceptional October 31st as we move into November. I just want to thank you all, my new and all my returning subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I love sharing these messages with you. So let's go ahead and let's get started with your reading, okay? The first card out is going to be the banishment card. Okay, so what you need to banish or what you need to release or what you need to release or banish from your life. Okay, and this is the 5 of Wands card. Wow. The second card out is something that needs to change in your life. Okay, wow, we've got 5. So some of you might be experiencing some conflict. The third card is is a message from your ancestors. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Yes. The fourth card is your magical power and how to enhance your spirituality. Ooh. Yeah, some of you have already started. All right. The fifth card is your love spell, a forecast of your love life in the following year. All right. The sixth card is, I'm just going to adjust these for you. The sixth card is a look ahead to the best events in the coming year. Ooh, okay, very nice. And your overall energy for this reading is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is all about expansion. It's about putting your plans into motion. Now, we do have 3 Wands cards, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So some of you may have that in your chart, or you may have that in your surroundings and with people you are dealing with. Okay, so the very first card out is, what do you need to banish from your life? This Five of Wands is, there are 2 messages coming with this card. The Five of Wands is conflict, that you are ready and willing to defend your, your loved ones, your partners, your decisions, and your points of view, and your ideals, and your moral. Okay, but something that you need to banish is maybe feeling like you need to be defensive all of the time. And there's a little bit of conflict, and there's this idea of competition. Spirit really wants you to know that it's time to run your own race. You need to let go of competing with others and defending yourself. If you have to defend yourself too much, too often, what's the point? It just takes you into sort of a negative vibration, and Spirit really wants you to be vibrating at a much higher level. Your second card is something that needs to change in your life, and this is your health or your finances or feeling left out. And I have a feeling you might be constantly battling, and you might be constantly battling unnecessarily, or making things more difficult for yourself if you just take a step back and you realize that other people's opinions and points of views and their ideals, etc., aren't that important. Now, I'm not saying don't respect other people's opinions, ideals, ideas, points of view, and all of that, but I'm saying that maybe it's time to go inward. Don't let the noise, the surroundings, the surrounding noise bother you, and that's coming out in your Two of Swords card as well. What you need to what needs to change in your life here is your finances. I think you're struggling. I'm getting this image of a scarcity complex, and I get that maybe some of you have been working on law of attraction, but you haven't been raising your vibration, changing who you are, changing your perspective in order to bring to you what it is you need and what you actually desire. So when you sit and say, I want, I want, I want, I need, I need, I need, this sends out the message that you don't have, and that's what you're going to attract. And you're going to attract more conflict, even though you feel like you might be fighting tooth and nail, which is coming up here in this Nine of Wands card, fighting tooth and nail to change your situation, to change your perspective, to change your health, to change your finances. All right, but you really need to let go of this fight. You need to also release this control, this need to control the outcomes, and really look into the law of, not only the law of attraction and how it actually works by raising your vibration, by attracting the same vibrational energies and things that have the same vibrational energies as you do, and letting go of this sort of scarcity complex. This is, for those of you that are familiar, the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle that I use quite often, this is the prison waif energy. So it's sort of this self-sabotage that needs to go. And that is something that you really have to change in your life. This conflict and this feeling of not having enough. This is also, I'm getting the image and the message that you really need to practice gratitude every day. And I'm not saying that you're not grateful, but try, if you guys are meditating, which I see that some of you may be, and your ancestors really want you to meditate. But in your meditations, that you're also really practicing gratitude. For those of you that are Reiki practitioners, or for those of you that don't study Reiki, remember the 5 principles of Reiki. The first one is, today I will not worry. Today I will not anger. Today I will be grateful for all of the blessings that are in my life. So don't let your analytical mind get in the way of seeing all of the miracles and the blessings that are in your life, no matter how big or how small they are. The fourth principle is that you will do your work honestly. And then also that the fifth principle is also that you will be kind to every living thing. But gratitude is very, very huge, is a huge tenet in so many religions, belief systems, no matter what you believe in. Okay, if you practice Reiki, if you meditate, if you don't, no matter what it is, but practice that gratitude, and then you will start attracting the things that you really, really want, and get you out of this conflict and get you out of these sort of lower vibrations. Okay, and then everything else kind of falls away. That conflict falls away, your need to compete with others, or the need to compare yourself with the way you were 10 years ago, 3 years ago, or your vision of yourself. Okay, those are the message that I have for spirit, from spirit. Now, your third card is a message from your ancestors, and this is all about gratitude. The Four of Cups is also about meditation. Today, remember, the veil between the spirit world and the physical world is the thinnest, so you may receive lots and lots of messages. In this reading, I have tourmaline, which also serves as a protective energy, okay, and I also have labradorite, for those of you who are interested in crystals, and this is really going to help you on any journeys or any sort of spiritual connections that you have during this time. Now, your ancestors are telling you it's important that you do take up some sort of practice, some sort of spiritual practice, some sort of meditation, some sort of way of looking inward. Okay, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But the message here also is make sure that you are not missing any of the blessings. You are being offered many blessings, so please make sure that you don't have your back turned to them. Make sure that you don't have your eyes closed to them. And that message is coming out on a number of levels in this reading, and your ancestors want to be very clear. Show your gratitude. Okay, make sure that you're not vibrating at a lower energy, at a lower level, so you can attract what it is that you need to attract. Okay, because your ancestors are working. There's an ancestor, maybe you know them, maybe you don't, someone who has passed on, who's in your lineage, who is helping work behind the scenes with universe and your angels and your spirit guides and all of your loved ones who have passed, to make, to bring you what it is you want, the love, the life and abundance that you're looking for. Okay, so make sure that you don't let your analytical mind get in the way of not seeing those miracles, and the importance of being spiritual, finding a way to connect with, not only your inner self, your higher self, spirit, but also with your ancestors. They have something very important to tell you today, and it goes beyond this reading. Okay. The fourth card out is your magical power and how to enhance your spirituality. Well, and first of all, I'm getting a few messages from this card. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy coming out again, but this person is performing some sort of ritual. So it is important that whatever ritual that you do, it can be a morning gratitude, a morning meditation, it can be burning a candle, it can be, it can be burning sage, it can be burning incense, it can be a cleanse, it can be doing Reiki, it can be meditating, it can be just taking a shower and imagining this waterfall of light as actual water washes over you. Whatever rituals that you do, or whatever rituals that come to you, okay? And I have a feeling for those of you that don't do any rituals, that you're going to learn about one today or right now, or from some, your ancestors are going to tell you what's going to be most effective for you. It might be saying a prayer, it might be going to temple or to church or to synagogue, it may be any of those things. It may be as simple as taking a walk in the woods, okay? But your magical power is really, really strong, and you can enhance your spirituality by sticking to it through thick and thin, fighting tooth and nail to make sure that you are who you are. Some of us also feel, I'm getting the image of somebody running, okay? And again, it might be something as simple as honoring your physical self and your exercise routine. I know that for me, that when I'm doing exercise, running or swimming or biking or walking, that those are those meditative times, and I get so much clarity, and I'm outside and I get so many messages from Spirit and from my guides. So it's to stick to it, okay, all year round, no matter what the weather, no matter how you're feeling, okay. And it doesn't mean you have to go crazy, that you have to be zealot, you have to be a zealot, but just rely on your inner strength. The Nine of Wands is also, you have lived many, many lifetimes, and you've collected all of these experiences, and maybe just even in this lifetime you've been through so much. So rely on that, and also honor your self-care. If you have a day or a time when you can take 5 minutes to meditate, or you can put on a foot mask or a face mask, or take a hot shower and read a book and curl up with a cup of tea or something like that, and your favorite pet or your lover or your children, okay. It's all honoring that, okay, and being true to yourself and honoring that. Now, your fifth message is a forecast for your love life in the following year. Wow, the Seven of Swords. You are going to be leaving someone or something behind. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in separation. What it means is you're going to be leaving negative energies, behavioral patterns. I think maybe also I'm getting with this image, you might have some petty fights, and they may be over money. I have a feeling that you're going to be moving into a different situation, or you're not going to be giving so much clout and power to your financial situation and to the petty arguments, like, oh, you left a cup by the side of the by the side of the sink, I do more housework than you do, I do more with the kids, I work more, etc., etc., I show my love more, I reach out to you more. Those sort of petty arguments, you're going to find a very mature way, by walking away, of communicating the things that you like and the things that you don't like. Now, some of you very well may be leaving behind somebody who is unfaithful. Some of you might be leaving behind someone that's not good for you, okay, and that doesn't honor or isn't aligned with your highest self and your highest beliefs, and that's okay too. But please don't think this means your love life, you're leaving someone necessarily. I think a lot of you are going to be leaving conflict and pettiness behind, and a lot of it is tied up into this scarcity complex of not having enough, or feeling alone, or feeling left out. For some of us, we experience what nowadays kids are calling FOMO, the fear of missing out. And I feel like as you step into your own, as you meditate, as you rely on your inner strength, okay, this message from your ancestors, you will not feel left out. You will feel more in control and more independent, and you won't feel like you need to compete or you need to keep up. It's okay if others go out and have fun. You will be happy for them, but you will be honoring yourself, okay, in doing so. Now, your final message here is scrying a look ahead to the best events in the coming year. This is you having peace and total calm no matter what is going on. This is you making that choice. Remember, we make choices to live the lives that we want to. And the choice that you are making is honoring yourself, your strengths, being able to see things from a much higher and much clearer perspective. And no matter what's going on in your life, okay, that you are going to be, that you are going to honor yourself. You're going to feel strong. You're going to also, this is also meditation is very important. Meditation and self-care, your spiritual practice or your lack thereof, but standing strong in who you are. Okay, and this is coming out very, very, very closely linked to the Four of Cups card, meditating, taking care of yourself. Whoops, sorry for banging the camera. Meditation, self-care, seeing things for what they are, and doing things for your highest good. All right, I'm just going to pull a few energy oracle cards for you guys for a few more messages for this Samhain reading. What a beautiful reading. I love this, you guys. I love this. And remember, your overall energy is all of this expansion. Ooh, and underneath that we have judgment, answering your higher call, answering your higher calling and bringing on a new cycle. Remember, we are in Scorpio. Mercury is also entering retrograde at this time. So lots of transformation and lots of, maybe you have to relearn some lessons. You might be revisited by people. Again, at this time, they may be living or they may be deceased. You may be revisited by people during this Mercury retrograde season to help you, okay? And remember, releasing conflict and scarcity complex, working on law of attraction, vibrating at a higher level, meditation and self-care. Your first message out is deceit. Okay, so I think, you will no longer be deceiving yourself. I don't see that there's deceit in your surroundings, but I think that, being involved in all of this conflict, having this fear of missing out, feeling like, getting involved in petty arguments, that's all being very deceptive of yourself and not being true to yourself. Okay, run your own race. Victory. Yes, there's a huge victory coming to you guys during this time. Your ancestors are helping you bring about this victory, to see things for the way they really are, to quit deceiving yourself. I also love how there's a veil here in this deceit card. The veil between the spiritual and the material is being lifted. You are going to see things much clearer now. Okay, and door to value. Excellent. So there's lots of love and abundance coming your way. Very nice. And this is, and you're also going to be seeing your self-worth. And when you see how worthy you are and how loved you actually are, you don't see or feel this conflict, or you don't feel like you're being left out. Okay, I'm just going to pull some Wisdom of the Hidden Realms cards for you. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages, and thank you, ancestors, for these messages. Okay, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Yes, what was I saying to you guys? Gratitude is so important. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. That was a message from your ancestors as well, to make sure that you're employing gratitude into your daily practice. Okay, because that's going to pull you out of this Five of Pentacles, this scarcity complex. It's also going to help you attract all of that abundance of love, happiness, and money, okay, financial, material abundance into your life. All right, very nice. All right, the Prison Waif. I knew this card was going to come out. Self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. All right, that is this card right here, the Five of Pentacles. This is you self-sabotaging yourself. Your ancestors are really trying to help you lift that veil, okay? Quit deceiving yourself. Get out of conflict. Remember, you are what you attract. Okay, so again, some of you need to meditate, practice, maybe get into Reiki. Some sort of spiritual practice is going to come to you, or some way to enhance it. It may even be a teacher, because remember the old Buddhist principle, when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. Okay, but the self-sabotage has got to go. And I get that's something that you are no longer willing to, you are going to stop doing that. All right, this coming year ahead. Oops. And I guess that's the card that wanted to come out. Yep. All right. And here we have the Cosmos, number 41. This is co-creation. Spirit is creating with you constantly, is offering you many blessings. Many miracles are coming to you. All right. There's so much abundance. There's a vastness of opportunity coming your way, as long as you see it, and as long as you see this value. All right, you see the value, you see the miracles. Don't let your analytical mind get in the way. And finally, one final message for the collective for this beautiful, wow, uplifting Samhain bonus reading for my listeners. I love you guys so much. What powerful messages. So much spiritual evolution going on. Remember, you are not alone. Your ancestors, they're going to be speaking through meditation, giving you signs and synchronicities to bring about this major, major expansion, okay? And look at this new life. This is total, complete rebirth, expansion, up-leveling. I love that energy. I'm almost shaking. I'm so excited for you guys. This is very, very powerful energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Final message. Okay. Nemesis, she who avenges, revenge, outcomes, and justice. Yeah, very good. So I think here, I'm not saying that this is necessarily revenge, but I think that, you know, all of this conflict, everything is going to be balanced out. You're going to get justice. You're going to get, you know, I think that there were things that you were fighting against that are no longer going to be important to you. Okay, because you're going to run your own race. And that's the best revenge, is actually not giving importance to anyone or anything that is really bringing you down, lowering your vibration. And I see that, you know what, you're just going to be soaring. There are going to be some people, some energies that might try to stop you, but you guys are completely unstoppable. This up-leveling, this new cycle, you have nothing but blessings coming your way. Remember, you are not alone. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your loved ones who have passed, everyone is working to make you abundant, create the life that you want. And there's, you know, and spirit is constantly co-creating and giving you blessings, and miracles abound in your life. You just need to see them. Make sure you're conscientious, and make sure you're conscious with your spiritual practice and your meditation and your prayers and your affirmations and setting your intentions. I love you guys so much. What a powerful reading. Please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Comment and share if that's something you like to do. And remember, I love you all. Thank you for being on this journey with me.